Hey, welcome back, folks, to another episode of Striking Ground. Back to give you the recap. We're going to go straight to that main event. And I have, once again, a special guest speaker with me, Zelly. Zelly, how you feel about what happened last night? Let's get your take on it.
Man, I had Teo, so I'm a little disappointed. I feel like the preparation, I don't feel like they prepared the right way. I thought he was gonna take it serious, more serious than what showed up. He didn't jab. His double jab never showed up. His footwork was clumsy all night long. The commitment to the shots was he threw more playful shots, swinging his arm around. His corner asked him, "Where's the?" His dad asked him, "Where's the power?" And I understand what he was saying. He was like, "You're not throwing your punches with intentions." But the corner advice, though, it
For
wasn't there
Lopez?
for him. Right. They dropped
Mm.
the ball right there for him. So I thought he would have been able to pick Shakur apart with the right hands to the body. Very seldom through. He just kind of froze. Like you in there with a superstar and you get in there with somebody else. Kind of like
I
starstruck.
felt he had a little look of that. Whoa, maybe I wasn't meant to win and only make it to the quarterfinals back when they weren't friends with me and so forth. He had an interview talking about that. But proceed.
Yes, I questioned the game plan. What kind of game plan did you guys go into the fight with? What did you work on?
It looked like to me that the dad started getting vocal a little bit more loud towards the middle of the fight, telling him to go to the body. I think that the round in the eighth where they gave it to him, he was going to the body effectively and avoiding majority of the punches versus the other rounds that he faced versus Shakur. It was dampened by the overall performance of Shakur. So I think that you were right where it came to Teofimo's athleticism gave him the ability to outbox Shakur if he went in to do that. It looked like he was looking for one shot, in my opinion, for the first few rounds. So that's what kind of made us stall and then got Shakur up a few rounds, gave Shakur some confidence. He opens his mouth coming forward with that long jab. And before you know it, Teofimo was a bit frustrated. He too is at home in a sense, all the way home because they were in New York. I say Shakur fought a smart fight. I do think that the plan that his dad wanted him to implement from the beginning was to go down to the body, which is something I completely agree with. Definitely you want to try to chop him down, slow him down, hit his shoulders, hit his elbows. And I don't think he did it early enough. I thought that he thought maybe he could have landed that one punch early while he was very powerful and had the most energy.
Yeah, he never went for the shot. He never went for the shot. So that's why I question how serious did he really take it. In the corner, his dad was saying, "You're going to be really mad at yourself tomorrow. You're going to be mad." I mean, I gave him a chance to win. You know, um,
He had a
but
chance to win. If he would have been able to do what he did the eighth round for majority of the rounds, you had a better chance that Shakur would have got off of his game, tried to make it a dogfight, became even more aggressive, increasing his chance of him getting off of his game, perhaps overthrowing or who knows, getting frustrated where he forgets to keep his hand up. He just
he
never.
so when he did throw back, maybe in the was it the third or the fourth round, I think he hit Shakur with a nice punch. Shakur hit him with a good shot, and then he returned shot, catch and shoot, right? Boom. He tried it one time.
You
I
think he should have
expected
tried
it.
it more?
Yes, so that's where the preparation comes in at, because in training we're gonna be doing double and triple jab because we know that Shakur's gonna be keeping his distance. We know he's gonna be taking a step back. I mean, when you sign up for the fight, you gotta prepare for that. The same way he prepared for Lomachenko. You would have thought he never beat no southpaws the way he was fighting. Like you wouldn't think that he beat the best ones though.
In a sense, my opinion is that Shakur has tried to master the art of hitting and not getting hit and more of not getting hit. That's his main tool, in my opinion, that he tries to master with the accumulation to help that out of some decent footwork, IQ, and so forth. Because that all plays in with the defense. It's just that I do see how Teofimo, if he had the right game plan and believed in himself, he could have won a lot more rounds going to the body more aggressively like he did on the eighth.
Right. It starts with the jab though. So
And he
yeah,
didn't jab. Okay.
he didn't have no jab. So my suggestion, Robert Garcia. That's where he needs to go back there. So he was training down there. He just needs to go back. Sometimes you got to switch it up. Shakur did everything though. All the support, followed everything. He did it the right way. Tio just didn't show up. I'm positive that wasn't the best Teofimo. Positive for sure.
It
Oh
came
yeah,
out, nobody got dropped. For the most part, they were healthy. Tio suffered a bad cut above his
right.
left eye.
Yeah, he announced he's going to 147. So it's still some good fights up there for him. You have to be smart to beat him, but maybe he beat himself. Maybe all those antics that he was using before the fight was the most effort he put into anything.
More talking than walking. The commentators were saying how they didn't agree that he had good cornering,
So when
on the
you
Teofimo
in the
side.
you're right in the corner, you gotta be encouraging with instructions and telling him what to do and how to do it. When he's in there, you can't just expect him to throw the hard punches, but he gotta open up and let his hands go. But it starts off with the jab, so you have to throw the jab just so Shakur can get defensive and take a step back, and then you have to throw another jab so you can get closer. And then you might have to throw another jab, and now we there, right?
Hmm.
He was
Yeah.
throwing 1-2. He was starting off with a 1-2-3 and just walking to that guy.
My thing is, I was wondering when he was going to throw the double jab to close the distance, to get in close, probe, and then throw a hard one or vice.
Right.
And depending on how well the distance gets closed is how you want to end the second jab because you don't even want to throw it if he's just standing there again. Then from there you counter or whatever you've been setting up. But I I thought he had too much lack of preparation, perhaps a bit too cautious. Maybe he even underestimated Shakur. Maybe
Or
he thought that
respected him too
Shakur would be
much.
backing up more, afraid of his power or something. And then Tio, man, he didn't look like. Well, I guess styles make fights. So I can't say if he didn't show up. I don't want to speak down on the man because at the end of the day, he entered the
So
ring.
this is the thing. He showed up to fight for sure. But when I say show up, that wasn't the best version of him. He fought all the way through. You know what I'm saying? He accepted it like a man, no, for sure. To get my hat to him though. But I thought he was gonna win. I thought he was gonna win. For real.
Mm-mm.
I watched boxing. The punches that I thought he was gonna be throwing, he didn't throw. He didn't have the same kind of confidence that he has when he's in there with a lesser fighter, when he's catching and shooting and playing. He
Yeah,
was just
like
swinging his
Taylor.
arm out. Yeah, he went to go get these guys. He went to get them.
Zelly, you said he didn't run from him. I agree with
Yeah,
you. He actually came forward. And I don't want to discredit Shakur because he came forward, and people are going to say, well, Teofimo wasn't expecting that, so he didn't train for that. Well, it didn't look like he trained for much. And I love the guy. It's just that what I can say as a compliment to Tio is that Zelly and I both agree that that was not the best version of Teofimo
right. But
Lopez.
he'll be champion again. He will be champion at 47.
And let me
He
ask you
will be.
something. So now that he'll be moving up, who do you think will be likely he'd have to face? Will he get a title shot moving straight up to 147?
Not he won't take a title shot, right? You just came off this. You take a tune up and then probably go after the winner of the Barrios and the Ryan Garcia fight. It's
Yeah,
it's
or
it's
even
champions out
Romero,
there though,
his boy.
or Rolly, but he would have to
Yeah,
stay away from Dev though. Stay away from Devin Haney. The style is just the style.
that jab. He's going to
Yeah,
Cambosis you.
right.
Yeah,
But
so there you go, folks. Zelly Boxing Master, once again with the recap. We got a few more to tune into. So the next one we'll be talking about, is it Xander Zayas and Abbas, or is it the businessman versus Ortiz? Stay tuned. Thank you, folks.